Okay, let's take a quick peek at AAC Tech Connect's new Apps Assistant. This isn't an app, but it is a web-based application that you can access on your iPad from the Safari web browser. And the point of the application is to compile some information about some of the AAC apps currently on the market and to select apps with a little bit more of a feature match, structured type of search criteria. So there's a free trial going on for this program on aactechconnect.com until January 15th. All you have to do is create a login. It takes just a minute, and then you can go ahead and access the demo version of this software. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through it here on the computer so that I can zoom in and show you some of the questions that are being used to search through the apps. Right here you'll see you have two boxes, a red box and an orange box. The red box is going to let you search for apps that are picture based, and the orange box is going to let you search for apps that are spelling based. So let's go ahead and zoom in so we can see these things a little bit more closely. So if we go ahead and look at the red box for picture-based apps, you can see you have two options here, a basic search and an advanced search. I did the basic search earlier, and to be honest, I didn't really find it much different from just scrolling through the basic features of the app. So I'm going to go ahead and feature the advanced search right now. And I think that's a little bit more of what we might be looking for. So up at the top you have instructions that walk you through each step, and at the very end of the step, there's 5 steps. You'll get to save your search once you purchase the version that'll be available after the 15th. That'll be a nice way to compile information for individual clients, but for right now we're only going to be able to view it on screen. And you can see at the bottom here that we have a couple categories, and we're going to go ahead and fill in basically the features that we're looking for our individual AAC user. So the first question here is apps with pictures, and it's asking us what type of interface the person is going to be using. So you can select between quite a few tablets that are on the market right now. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way so you guys can see. So I'm going to go ahead and pick iPad. And then below you can see what types of photos are available on each of the apps, and you can select one or more of the types that you're looking for. And that's a good point to mention here. You can select more than one answer in these criteria, and it will include that in your final summary at the end. So just to demonstrate that, I'm going to go ahead and select that I am okay with running this app on iPad, and I'm also okay with running the app on Android. And we're going to pick here some digital photos and also maybe the ability to spell. The next question is going to let you pick the amount of pictures per page, and you can see there's a couple ranges here that you can choose. I'm going to go ahead and pick the range for grids that are 24 pictures or larger. And you see here the next question is asking us how many pictures we would like to have in the library. So these are for apps that are highly rich with pictures. If you're looking for something that has a lot of symbols to start with that you don't want to input your own, or you don't want to have to input your own, you want to choose one that has a larger picture base. But for right now, we're going to pick basically the minimum. It's asking you about spelling keywords. You can also leave these options blank. You don't need to fill all of them in. The program will only output responses for answers that you've answered, so it's not going to give you an error if you decide not to input certain answers. Right here you can see this is very cool. You can have the option to change the access method and search based on programs that will let you not only direct select but scan with a switch, and I'm going to go ahead and choose both of those. You can choose languages, many other search criteria here. It's really a very nice start. You can also search for those that have demo versions, things that you'd like to try before you buy. It will limit your search, as the web-based application does tell you, so you might want to hold off on doing it at the moment, but just for the future, that is a good thing to have, and you can also limit by cost. So that's just a brief overview of the categories. Let's just go ahead to the next step and see what it looks like. So once you've selected your, I'm going to zoom out for this one. Once you've selected your criteria on the previous advanced search screen, it's going to come up with a list of apps for you and allow you to compile a chart for them. Because I chose certain criteria, most likely the scanning part, I limited myself to basically one app at the moment. If I were to go back and uncheck the scanning, I would get a list of a lot more apps that I could compare. But for right now, we'll just take a look at the one. And in the grid, we will have a nice summary of the app, the icon for the app in the iTunes store, the cost of the app, a link to a flyer for the app. I'll go ahead and zoom in again so you guys can see this a little bit closer. Lots of links already embedded inside the web application, which makes it easier to find out information from the company and see reviews without having to leave the web-based application. You can also print and save these with the PA version that will be coming out on the 15th, so it'll be a nice way to create grids for teachers, grids for parents. So that's about all for that. If I have any more updates or try it again, I'll definitely upload a new video, but go ahead online, aactechconnect.com, and create your own login and try it out for yourself.